Are you an MSP business owner that's fed up of hiring salespeople that don't ever get the success you want? You spend thousands, month after month, hiring people and trying to get people on board, but they don't work out. And the impact for you is that you waste money and stop building the dream business that you want to. In this video, I'm going to share with you the reasons why your sales hires are failing and what to do about it. And we're going to talk through the impact you can make when you do get a good salesperson and bring them into the business and watch your business start to scale and soar. Let's get to the video. So the first reason why they fail is you bring the salesperson in at the wrong time. Most times that's either when you're desperate for business and there's nothing coming through and you're seeing this person as an opportunity to try and get you out of the mess that you're in, or even when you're in a really good spell and you want that person to take advantage of other opportunities that you've got. The reality is, what we want to be doing is bringing someone in when business is going quite well, but we've budgeted for them in the right way so that you can spend some time training and educating them on how to get the right results. The problem is if you bring them in when you're really struggling, then the reality is the pressure's going to be on them too much. And also, if you're not able to bring in business, why should they be able to? But if you also bring them in when you're really busy and things are going mad, then you haven't got time to give them, to support them, to help them, which is potentially going to mean that they're not going to work out and get the support that you need. So try and go for that middle ground. Try and look for that consistency as to when you appoint someone, or try and have a look at when you're looking at your targets for the year and see what you're planning to do. And as and when you're starting to achieve numbers and grow, then bring someone on board that can help you then get to the next level. But make sure that those times aren't either of those two, the bad time or the good time, as otherwise it's going to cost you and probably mean that hire is going to fail rather than succeed. So the second mistake that you make is you hire someone that knows IT, but that doesn't know how to sell. The reality is, most salespeople nowadays need to focus on the ability to build relationships, the ability to have conversations, the ability to ask questions. Those people that are just very technical, yes, you could do it as a founder because you had the business support and it was your company. You were focused on solutions rather than selling. But if you're focused on a technical person that understands the ins and outs of cybersecurity and the challenges that are faced by the audience, but doesn't know how to spot a signal or understand a relationship or to follow up effectively, then you're going to be appointing the wrong people. The reality is you've got to have someone that's got a decent technical understanding and they've got to be able to understand some of the basics to be able to have a conversation. But in my experience, most people don't need to be the technical nerd in order to be a great salespeople. I'd rather see people have the right skills to engage and build relationships than just to be so technically focused, but not an ability to understand what's really going on within the buyer and their sweet spot. So focus on the sales skills that the person needs rather than necessarily the technical skills. That's going to be far more beneficial. It's going to help you build someone that can be able to develop relationships and over time get you the success you want. So one of the other key reasons why your business is failing when it comes to hiring salespeople is there's no repeatable process to follow. What sales systems you have in place are critical to the success that that person will have. Many MSPs that are successful in what they do have a clear modus operandi, a clear process to follow that starts from here and ends in here, and they know what happens at each stage in the journey. The reality is if you don't have that clear sales process though, what chance does a new salesperson have? For example, do you know what the stage process is from a lead coming in, through to them engaging with you, through to maybe a demonstration, through to a meeting, through to a proposal? If that process is clear and you know what happens at each stage to get success or not, then you've got a better chance of that person being successful because you can talk them through what's happened, where things have gone wrong in the past, and things to avoid at different stages of the funnel that can ensure they're more successful. When that repeatable process is in place, then you've got a better chance. But if you haven't and they're winging it and you're winging it to see what success they have, and I've seen it with MSP owners who've brought someone in and just said to them, go on, help yourself and see how you get on. And the reality is 2-3 months later it's failed because there wasn't a process to follow and a blueprint to work towards. So one of the key things to do is you've been successful, take that blueprint out of your head, work with someone, whether it's people like ourselves or other companies, to make sure that how you've been successful and what you've done is documented so there's a clear process, and that's going to give the salesperson the best chance to start and best chance to get success when they come on board because they're going to have an approach to follow and a process to outline. Doing that increases your chance of success exponentially with the right person involved. So the other reason why your salesperson fails is because your targets that you set are too high and are completely unrealistic. Again, MSP business owners that I've talked to have set targets of that person bringing in deals by the end of the first month. And my message to them is, wow, that's highly unlikely that a salesperson that you're going to employ, especially maybe a new business development person, is going to hire and bring business in straight away. They're going to take some time to get to know you and to get to know your company and your culture and what happens. It's very hard to get someone to come in and automatically assume that they're going to bring business in straight away. And the targets you set for them have got to reflect that. My message to MSP owners when I talk to them is you've got to give 3 to 6 months for that person to bed in and then be in a position where they're probably going to start to get some ground under their feet and some deals going. And of course you want to see things, and I always have a plan for 1 week, 4 weeks and 12 weeks when a new person joins, and I'm expecting within 4 weeks them to pick up the phone and make some calls and have some conversations. But am I expected business to come in after month 1? No. So many business owners have got unrealistic expectations of what they think a salesperson can do. And the reality is they're not a miracle worker. They're someone that with the right process, with the right tools, with the right skill set can get results. But please don't expect them to be some ridiculous skilled person that's going to be able to get 10 times the investment you put in them. I think if a salesperson can double the cost of their salary and bring that income in the first year, you've done really well. And of course, you've got to make it commercially appealing for them, but focus on making sure they can do their job effectively with the process you've given them and give them targets that incentivize them. A target that looks unrealistic is going to make a salesperson feel, oh, this is too much, and make them look for new roles just before they started. So be clear on the targets you want, make sure they're doable, make sure they're feasible, talk to someone again, reach out to someone like myself who can share an idea of whether I think they're reasonable or not. But make sure you give them incentives enough to make them think this is doable, rather than someone that thinks this is never going to happen and you're going to send their hopes and their aspirations elsewhere just after they've started. So another key reason why your salespeople are failing is that there's just not a culture fit within the business. And you don't have enough structure in order to make them successful within your company. What do I mean by culture fit? Well, the way you've built your company up, the way you expect your team across the board to operate needs to be shown through with the salesperson. Are they spending that little bit of extra time to do things, or do they leave straight away at 5 o'clock when the office is shut? Or are they the type of person that's really committed to actually trying to help and do things, and you want people to run through brick walls for you? Or are you the sort of business that everyone gets involved, and therefore it's not about one person's success, it's everyone together? The culture fit between your company and the salesperson is so critical. And I've seen, even in recent times, people bring people in who are just not a fit. And you can tell that what their values and what they're doing are never going to be alongside the company that they're working with. So really make sure that you understand the nature of that. Again, some great things to be able to do is to understand them through psychometric testing, to be able to make sure that someone's interviewing them, to understand how they operate, maybe even bring them into a team function or to a team environment, or get other members of the company to meet them, to see how they get on with people before you start bringing someone in. The salesperson you have has to fit culturally into the business, because they're going to have to work alongside your other colleagues. And so if they don't fit, if there's not an accountability there, they don't want to be able to show they can work in a team, then they're probably not going to achieve success in the way you want them to. But remember, salespeople are individuals. They like to earn commission. They're going to want to be successful themselves, but they've got to be that fit, otherwise it's never going to work. And the final point on this is sometimes it's not the sales hire that's wrong. It's that the foundations weren't in place for them to be successful in the first place. Did they have any clarity on, do you have clarity as an MSP business owner on where your business is going? Do you have clarity on the process that we've talked about and about the blueprint to get success? Do you have clarity on the target audience you want to engage with and what technical stack you sell to them? Do you have clarity on exactly who you're going after and the problems you've created for them? And is your marketing really supporting that and making sure that your business is well known in the marketplace that salesperson's trying to sell into? Many of those things sometimes get forgotten about. The first thing people think is, I'm going to hire a salesperson. And what happens is you end up making a £20,000 mistake, because you bring someone in that's never going to work, but you give them that time in that 3 or 4 months, and then before you know it, it's cost you that amount of money. So focus on maybe getting the foundations in place first. Reach out to someone like myself or other people, and we can share with you examples of documents and materials and guides we've got that help identify whether the person is the right fit for you in the first place, or whether you've got the right foundations in place. In many cases, you haven't got that, in which case it's going to create further problems down the line. And I don't want you wasting your money hiring someone and then thinking it's never worked because they didn't do what you needed them to do or didn't have the things in place for that. So focus on understanding whether the foundations are right. If they are, you're going to be in a great place for that person to be a success. If they're not, you're going to be wasting money and time. So there you have it. There are the reasons why sales hires fail in MSPs. I want you to avoid these, and one of the reasons it's why I spend time making sure that I work with organisations to support them and help them. If you're thinking, I'm not sure if our foundations are right, reach out to us. Complete the form below in the video, and we'll basically give you a chance to share some ideas on whether you've got the key things in place to get the success that you need. But the key thing is this: if you keep on going through salesperson after salesperson after salesperson, something else is wrong and you need to fix it. And if you don't, you're going to end up with a business that stagnates, or isn't going to achieve the value that you want. Hiring a salesperson and building a sales engine is critical to your MSP growing. Get it right, things can happen. Get it wrong, you're going to be out of pocket. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please like and subscribe to the channel. Share it with others so we can help ensure that other MSP business owners put the sales teams in place that are going to give them success. We get the business success that you want. Till next time, see you soon.